Living every day in your head for free. You can drive away, but I will not hear you scream. You can break your keys, spread your toxicity, your world outside reality. In your room, a little hideaway, but you let it through. Enough to go insane, living in the dark. Hasn't treated you well, you're building your own prison cell. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Did I brush you off? Is it your lack of friends? We never met. Even if you pretend, am I in your debt? I don't know you nothing. Don't say something you'll regret. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it. I'm telling you, don't waste it. Lies telling you, don't waste it on me. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race.
Welcome to the Throttle Up Racing Network. And tonight we're at the Charlotte Roval. We are going chase racing. Only 1 point separates our top two in the standings. Blake Giglio, he is your current point leader. He is only 1 point ahead of John McMillan Jr. With only a few races remaining, can John McMillan get ahead of Blake Giglio? The first time this season to get ready to go qualifying. Osmer the quickest, Giglio second, Stringfellow third. On the time charts, John McMillan Jr. was 8th quickest, so they're going to have to step it up in qualifying and in this race. Blake sitting on the pit wall. Ronnie sitting there ready to go. Mark True now gets out on the track with Tyler Humphrey. Tyler Humphrey, 4th in practice. He has brought a fast car tonight. Can he hold on to it for 55 laps? That's the question. It's a long one. Cars roll out there and we get ready to run for tonight's 0X Designs Pole Award. 0X Designs make some fantastic paint schemes. You gotta check them out. They painted this car for Blake Giglio. He's sitting behind the pit wall. Everybody on their up to speed lap, just try not to burn their tires up, keep the grip. Mark True out on his first time lap. Here comes Jamie Dunning. And the number 13, he is one of our chase drivers as well. Jamie is 11th in points. He's 89 out of the point lead. So he needs a lot of great finishes in a row in the second half of this chase. Justin Lumpkin, he sits 6th in points, only 37 points out of the point lead. We'll see how well he does on the road course today. Osmer on his first time lap. Ooh, Osmer sends it through the bus stop a little too quick. Has to restart his lap. So an interesting development is Ronnie Osmer, quickest in practice. We expect to see him up in the top 5 of this race, if not one of the favorites to win today. And in that first lap, messes up the bus stop, has to start over. Kyle Adcock, second quickest. Mark True right now on the pole with a 1:24.23. Jamie Dunning, great run through the final chicane. Top of the board, 1:22.6, a good lap for Jamie Dunning. Sideways all over for Jamie Dunning, so that first lap is going to be the lap that counts. Osmer, he's coming to the line trying to get a good run. This will be the only lap that counts for Osmer. Sends it through very quick in practice. Osmer looking quick on this lap. Little sideways. Sends it through, hits those turtles pretty hard. Osmer, let's see. Top of the board of 121.7. He left a little bit out there, but not a lot. Lumpkin comes around 8th quickest. Blake Blake, let's see what kind of a lap he can run. You see him pick up the pace down into turn 1. This will be the first time lap for Blake. Andrew Rattel runs a 6th place lap. Blake slings it through the bus stop. Let's see if Blake can top Osmer's time. Top of the board for Blake Giglio. 2/10 quicker than Osmer. Bill Stringfellow, another very quick road course racer. Stringfellow's kicking it sideways. The time running out for Bill Stringfellow. Not going to be able to complete a time. So Stringfellow going to have to probably roll off 11th position. We're getting ready to go to the grid. Blake Giglio will be the pole award winner. 0X Designs pole award winner is Blake Giglio. Not going to have time to get an interview because we're already on the grid. Getting ready to go green. On the pole, Blake Giglio, the 0X Designs pole award winner. Fastest time, there we go, number 16. Ronnie Osmer going to start second place. Jamie Dunning in third. Tyler Humphrey in fourth spot. Mark True in fifth. John McMillan Jr. in sixth spot. Seventh is Andrew Rattel. Eighth is Jonathan Cogswell. Ninth is Kyle Adcock. 10th is Justin Lumpkin. 11th, Bill Stringfellow. John McMillan Sr. will start in 12th spot. 13th is Joey Doucette. And in 14th, Jason Clark. 15th, Matt Goodell. And rounding out the field, Kevin Franks. John McMillan Sr. going to start from the pits. Take a look at today's race info. 79 degrees the air temperature, 103 on the track temp. There should be a lot of grip. Very similar to what these guys have been running in the official races this week at 103 degrees on the track temp. So that's just what these guys should be used to. We'll see these guys at peak performance. Getting ready to go green. These guys coming around to the backstretch. $55 laps. The stage will be at lap 15. These guys will we'll have a caution at lap 15 at the end of lap 15, and whoever's ahead, that'll be your stage results. At that point, there should be one green flag stop from there to the end. That'll be the only caution of the race, will be at the stage. Getting ready to go green. Green flag. They dive down into turn one. Giglio with an early lead. Osmer into second, right on his tail. Jamie Dunning hops up into the third spot. Tyler Humphrey hanging on to fourth. Mark True in fifth. Second in points, John McMillan Jr. in the sixth position. We'll see if Bill Stringfellow can work his way through the field. He's getting to the inside of Kyle Adcock, looking, puts the nose there. Osmer already pressuring Giglio. They come down into the bus stop. Dunning not really letting these guys get away. Osmer with a big run on exit, gets around Giglio for the lead. So already a new leader, Ronnie Osmer out front. Blake Giglio now back to second. Osmer trying to earn as many points as he can to try and get himself back into the championship hunt. Dunning hanging on in third for right now. Trying to be back through. There goes the 94 up the racetrack. Dunning with a slip as well. Tyler Humphrey will drop back to fifth. Mark True will get by for the fourth spot. Oh, there goes the 51. A hard hit. He goes around McMillan Jr. And he is second in points. That's going to be an off track. That's going to hurt him. So John McMillan Jr. around big time. A big deal right there, John McMillan Jr. Jason Clark in 12th, Joey Doucette 13th. He's battling with Matt Goodell. So that is John McMillan Jr. spinning is exactly what Ronnie Osmer and Blake Giglio were wanting. Ronnie Osmer and John McMillan Jr. getting into it on the final lap last week for the win. Lumpkin ended up coming home with the win. Osmer nailing some of these laps. See just how close they get to that inside wall. Aiden through a Stringfellow up to 7th position now. Trying to work his way back to the front. The leaders coming down into the final chicane on lap 3. These two very close together. Osmer 1.2 seconds ahead of Giglio in second. Go back through the field. McMillan and Lumpkin side by side. McMillan Jr. gets back into the top 10. He's trying to get as many stage points as he can. Now he's trying to work to run down Kyle Adcock. Mark True and Tyler Humphrey still battling for the 4th position. There goes Kyle Adcock around. Takes out several cones. He gets back going. Tell on defense right now. Stringfellow right on the back door. Trying to find his way around the number 5. Looking like he's going to try and attack on the outside. Looking for a crossover now to the inside. Stringfellow side by side with the 5 of Vertel. So now Stringfellow up to the 6th position. Somebody else around, like the 19. He slid through. Oh, the 38 gets sideways as well. Magadell, playoff contender. He goes sideways. The 19 goes straight off into the barrier. The 19 had to tow back to the pit lane. Jamie Dunning, Mark True, Tyler Humphreys, 3rd, 4th, and 5th on track right now. Stringfellow starting to run these three down. Great run through the chicane. Dunning's starting to kind of get a little bit of a gap on these guys once again, as they had run him down. See how upset these cars get when they go over that rumble strip. Tyler Humphrey all over the back door. The 73 of Mark True. Tyler Humphrey with a good run through the bus stop. Trying to reel in the 73. '83, a Stringfellow, not far behind. He is a little bit quicker than these two in front of him. The battle for the lead is on. Osmer out front. Blake Giglio right behind him. These two 12 seconds ahead of third place. They have run away from the field. Down to the bus stop. Giglio sends it in, using those curbs to turn the car. Osmer with a bit of run out of the corner. These guys way faster than the field. Giglio doing his best. Both these guys running some incredible lap times, great lines all the way around this racetrack. Oh, Osmer a little bit sideways. These guys racing for a stage win. Giglio might be able to pull away if he could get around Osmer. Osmer has won multiple road course races this season in the SERL. Was certainly a favorite coming into this race. Someone I don't think many people expected to be up here having this much success is Blake Giglio. Finished third at one road course this year. Besides that, not a lot on his resume, but has spent the time this week to practice this road course. He has been on the Roval a lot. As we see that there's a wreck just in front of these guys. The 19 sideways on the track. And they'll get by him as he's off into the grass. Blake Giglio just shows you when you want to win a championship just how much work you'll put in. Giglio all over the back door. Osmer's won 2 races, could have won 3 in a row last week. Got wrecked at the line. Ended up 4th, is in the lead once again today. Osmer showing his colors as a true racer. Nearing the end of the stage, Bill Stringfellow trying to run these guys in front of him down. He can see them just up in the distance. Everybody putting together some good times right now. Look from the inside of Blake Giglio's car. Trying to run down the 55 of Osmer for the lead. These guys running some just absolute burners. Last time around, Osmer with a 124.1, Blake Giglio a 123.9. Giglio's been a little bit faster the last few laps. They are running down the 98. He's about to go a lap down. He's going to move to the outside, lets Osmer by. That time Osmer quite a bit faster than Giglio. Giglio's lost a little bit of time. We take a look. Back here, these two just about even, swapping fast laps. That time Tyler Humphrey gets around Mark True. And here comes Stringfellow, quite a bit faster than these guys. You see a lot of green for Stringfellow's name. Old Tyler Humphrey, a little bit of a connection issue. Only a couple laps left in the stage. That lap, Stringfellow a lot faster than Mark True. Can he pass him this time? Stringfellow doing his best. He needs these couple of positions. Stringfellow hard into the bus stop. We're coming around to end the stage. Osmer and Giglio close together. 2 laps left at the end of the stage. Giglio doing all he can to catch Ronnie Osmer. Both these guys putting together some incredible laps. "20 seconds ahead of the field." Osmer not feeling the pressure of Giglio right behind. This will be the final lap. If Giglio is going to pass him, it's going to have to be soon. Stringfellow looking to the inside, just cannot get by. Needs these points. When we come out of that final turn, we'll have a caution flag. These two so close. Don't know if Stringfellow is going to be able to get either of these guys. Hard into the bus stop. Osmer with a great run. It's going to come down to that final chicane to see who's going to win the stage. And Ronnie Osmer will be your stage winner. Not sure if Bill was ahead of Mark True before the caution come out or not. They will give it to Stringfellow. Stringfellow to 5th. He'll gain an extra point on McMillan. To take a look at the final stage results, these guys have caught the pace car. Osmer is your stage winner. Giglio in second. Stage winner Ronnie Osmer. Giglio in second spot. Third place, Jamie Dunning. Fourth is Tyler Humphrey. Fifth, Bill Stringfellow. Sixth spot, Mark True. Seventh is Andrew Rattel, the number 5. John McMillan Jr. second in points. That's a big deficit. Going to lose 8 points to Giglio. Jonathan Cogswell, the 27, ends up 9th. And Justin Lumpkin in 10th gets the final stage point. So he's still got a lot of racing left. Jamie Dunning with a great stage finish, showing how good he is on these road courses. Everybody down the pit lane. Giglio, Hosmer. We'll see who's Giglio off the pit lane first. Hosmer comes out second. Third for Jamie Dunning. Fourth for Tyler Humphrey. Stringfellow comes out fifth. Mark Truitt sixth. McMillan Jr. jumps to seventh. Jonathan Cogswell eighth. Andrew Rattell in ninth. And Kyle Adcock going to round out the top 10. Getting ready to go green again. We'll see if we can get a word with Blake Giglio, current leader. Hey Blake, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey man, you're out there, you're running second, you finished second in the stage, but I didn't have an opportunity to interview you there for the Zero X Designs Pole Award, but you've come into the pits, you've got the lead, you've got a fast car. What do you think your chances are today?
I think it's just going to depend on the tires. I mean, I was with Ronnie there, and we had a pretty good battle there towards the end, but he's just really good, so to be up here with Ronnie is one thing, especially just to be racing up here, so hopefully we can have some luck go our way, and hopefully we can hold them off here and get a win.
It looks like you were all over his back bumper. Do you think you're a little bit quicker than him, just hard to pass?
I don't know. I feel like we both had our good laps. Like, one of us figured one lap, one of us figured another. I think we're really even. So I think if I can save, a bit here and hopefully stay with them, I think we have a shot. But it's just, you never know. You could have been not saving as much that run, and we'll have to see what Channel Chase us. We're going to build up here soon. So you never know.
All right. Well, good luck, Blake, and hopefully you can come home a winner.
Yeah, thank you.
And that was Blake Giglio, current leader. Jamie Dunning currently in the third place, having a great run. Tyler Humphrey right behind these guys. Did not make the playoffs, but kind of being like Chris Buescher today. Got a top three, wasn't a playoff driver. Tyler Humphrey trying to do the same thing. Bill Stringfellow moved up to the 5th position. Mark Truitt 6th. 7th is John McMillan Jr. Andrew Rattell in 8th. Jonathan Cogswell 9th. Kyle Adcock rounds out the top 10. 11th, Justin Lumpkin. He's the last car on the lead lap. Everyone else one lap down or more. We'll have a single file restart, but everybody's bunched back up again. So that was 15 laps. We still got a lot remaining. Green flag. There goes leader Blake Giglio. Oh, there goes Dunning. He sits parked sideways. Had a good run going, was third position. Now misses the front bumper. Dunning lost all that track position. Stringfellow through all of that. Gets around the 94 of Tyler Humphrey. He's now up to third. We know Stringfellow, a great road racer. Can he run these guys down? Giglio and Osmer have been putting together some incredible laps. I'm not sure Stringfellow is going to be able to catch him. He's going to try and hold on to third. Giglio out front. Said he missed a shift earlier that cost him to lose the lead on like the first or second lap. Never could get it back, but it was all over Ronnie Osmer. Now it's Ronnie Osmer's chance and his opportunity to do some more intimidating on Blake now. As Giglio all over the rear bumper of Osmer the entire first stage. Osmer is there. Can he get around? They come back out onto NASCAR 1. And Stringfellow is a little bit faster than these two guys. Looks like he's run them down about a half a second. Still almost 3 seconds behind. Three-tenths now the distance. Osmer reeling in Giglio. That time Osmer gets sideways out of the corner, loses a little bit of time. Osmer trying. Osmer was a little bit faster last time. Now he's reeling him back in. Lost some time early. Oh, off the corner. Not sure if Giglio sent the block there or just had to go high on exit. Osmer's not going to waste his time. Knows he's probably a little bit faster than Blake right now. Both these guys have now pulled a little bit more on Stringfellow in third. A great run through the final chicane. Osmer, even though he was slow at the beginning of that lap, still beat Blake by 2 tenths. Only 2 tenths behind Blake now, right on the bumper. Osmer with a nose to the inside, taking a look. Oh, Giglio goes a little high. Osmer has to check up to let him back in. He's not going to cut him a lot of brakes like that. Oh, Giglio hits the apron, gets sideways. Osmer now to the inside. So new leader, Ronnie Osmer, will get around. Blake Giglio for the lead as Giglio tags the apron. Battle for position back in the pack. You see that car with no nose? That's Jamie Dunning. Spun it on the restart. Trying to make it as far as he can. Doesn't look like it's hurt the performance of this car too much, but the nose is gone. That Jamie Dunning, number 13 machine. As he's trying to work on Kyle Adcock for the 9th position. Osmer sideways that time. Giglio trying to reel him back in. Down into that final chicane. These guys hitting these curbs quite a bit. These guys pushing so hard. Stringfellow hoping that with them pushing so hard, they'll wreck. Right now, the 83 just focused on getting a little bit of a gap on the 94. Giglio goes a little wide there. Humphrey has been steadily gaining back the time that Stringfellow had gotten ahead of him. Stringfellow maybe saving his tires for the longer run. We'll see if Stringfellow is any quicker this time than Humphrey. Yeah, 4/10, almost half a second quicker that time for Stringfellow. "13 is even with no nose. Putting together some decent lap times, has moved back up into the 8th position. But he's got a long way to go. 10 seconds to try and reel in Andrew Rattel. Oh, he's sideways again. Gets it back going though. These guys steady on their lap times. Osmer sideways. He is burning up those rear tires. Giglio giving it all he's got. You think eventually Ronnie's going to make a mistake, but Osmer has been mistake-free at most of these road courses. Giglio with a good run through the interior section of the track, back out onto NASCAR 1. As they'll head to the back straight, Giglio getting a little bit of a run. We'll see. And close up into the bus stop. Giglio is right there on Osmer. Osmer really hitting those turtles hard. Giglio right to the back door. Giglio trying to close in. That was a good corner for the 16. Right now, that rear view mirror of the 55 sees nothing but the nose, the 16. This is from Ronnie Osmer looking back at the Blake Giglio number 16 machine. Chevrolet Camaro trying to reel in the Ford Mustang of Ronnie Osmer. Blake all over him. Oh, that time Giglio gets wide. Able to get a decent run out of that, even though he did send it a little wide. And he's right back on Osmer again. Osmer touches the grass and the wall. Giglio to the inside, side by side for the lead. We'll see what they do down into the bus stop. Looks like Dunning has gone around again. Oh, Osmer with a crossover. Tries to get to the inside of Giglio. That time Osmer hits the turtle. Giglio trying to hold off Osmer. Osmer, he is all over the place hitting these turtles. Giglio may be a little bit quicker. We'll see if he's able to pull away from Osmer. He's up 8/10. Giglio trying to be smooth. Osmer not trying to let him go just yet. Giglio already out to a 1-second lead. Three cars running for the 8th position. Cogswell, Adcock, Dunning. Dunning had another incident earlier. He was all out there by himself. Got into the bus stop a little too quick. Hits those turtles. Doesn't hit anything else, but loses a lot of ground. Dunning to the inside of Adcock as they go down into the final chicane. This would be a pass for the 9th spot. These guys are a ways behind the two battling in front of them, McMillan and Rattel. Oh, there goes Dunning. Hard into turn 1 around the 27. A big power move for Dunning. He's trying to reel these other guys back in. We'll have to see what kind of strategy we see on these pit stops. Blake has pulled out now 3 seconds over Osmer. McMillan Jr. goes off track. Let's see what happened to McMillan. Yeah, off into the grass for the 51. Cost him some time. There's Osmer, a big difference. 6 seconds now. Osmer was really pushing. May have burned up those tires as he's now 6 seconds behind leader Blake Giglio. See, there's Blake coming out of the chicane. And there's Osmer right there with the pink breast cancer awareness car. Here comes Blake into the chicane. Now Osmer going into the pits. Osmer has headed into the pit lane. Knows he's burned those tires up. Let's see. Giglio had stretched his lead out to 6 seconds, so we'll see how long he wants to stay out on the track. He's still running some good laps. If I was him, I would stay out 3 or 4 more laps. But he's going to choose to pit. Here comes Giglio now into the pit lane. The Stringfellow, he's going to be out front. So Giglio now into the pit lane. We'll see how much of an advantage he's able to keep. Stringfellow trying to keep this lead. He needs to get a lap led. Humphrey gets a little bit sideways. That's going to help Stringfellow hold on. So we'll take a look. Giglio comes out of the pits. There he is. Here comes Osmer. There's Osmer. That's the difference right now between the two that pitted. Stringfellow out front. He's got the lead. He's trying to stay out and get a lap led. Stringfellow will lead the lap. Humphrey in second. Giglio and Osmer, who have already pitted, third and fourth. There's Giglio. Right there's Osmer. Osmer reeling him in. We'll see if Stringfellow chooses to pit this time around. Giglio and Osmer closing in on these top two. Humphrey stayed out so far. Giglio, there he is in third. And there's Bill Stringfellow into the pit lane. The Stringfellow in the pits. Tyler Humphrey now the leader. Giglio reeling him in right behind him, trying to keep that gap to Osmer as large as he can. Now Giglio to the lead. .21 laps to go. Can Ronnie Osmer reel him in? And if he does reel him in, will he have the tires to pass him? That's the question. Osmer a little bit quicker, but now stuck behind the lap car. Kevin Franks, he'll get around. Probably cost him a couple of tenths. Tyler Humphrey will now dive into the pit lane. Stringfellow 27 seconds, 27 seconds, excuse me, behind our two leaders. Three seconds, this lead dwindling for Giglio. Osmer trying to reel him in. Giglio 2.7 seconds now as he has to go around Mark True. That cost him almost half a second. Osmer trying to reel him in. Oh, hits the curb hard. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. Osmer is pushing. I want to take this time to tell you to check out SimBox. If you want a button box for your rig, SERL presented by SimBox. SimBox PC on Facebook. He'll get you hooked up with an incredible button box. I've got one on my rig. I love it. Helps with the immersion. Makes you feel like you're sitting in a real race car. Check out the button boxes at SimBox PC on Facebook. Giglio out front, 2.6 seconds over Ronnie Osmer. Osmer gets around the lap 73 of Mark True. 3 seconds. As that time Osmer gets through the bus stop a little better, 2.8. Stringfellow has gained 8 positions since we started tonight. He is our biggest mover. He is doing a fantastic job. Tyler Humphrey, who did not make the playoffs, having a phenomenal run out here in 4th spot. And this is going to cost McMillan a point, having Tyler Humphrey up here. If Tyler can hang on to it. A little sideways. Andrew Rattel is in 5th. He missed a couple of playoff races, but still in the thick of it, currently 9th. And he is 77 points out. He could gain a couple of spots coming out of this. Prentice not able to run tonight. Joey Doucette chose to park it early. So Rattel looking like he may be able to move up to at least 7th after we leave here today. Trying to reel in Justin Lumpkin, who has not had a good night. John McMillan Jr. came into this race 2nd in the points. He should leave 2nd in the points. His 3rd was Stringfellow, who is going to reel him in, but Stringfellow 26 points out of the lead, 25 points behind McMillan Jr. He's currently running in the 6th spot. Jamie Dunning has moved his way, taken that fast repair, has moved his way back up into the top 7. And he's fast. He's one that he could run down McMillan and Rattel. He isn't that far behind. He's trying to stay on the lead lap. Oh, he gets a little to the outside there. And that is all the cars on the lead lap. Mark True is in 8th. Jonathan Cogswell 9th. Those two running for position. Kyle Adcock rounds out your top 10. Giglio out front, 2.7 seconds. It's been maintained steady right now between these two. Two and a half seconds. He's reeled him in 2/10 more. You see the gap. Hosmer sideways through turn one, trying to push as hard as he can to catch the leader of Giglio. Stringfellow and Tyler Humphrey in the closest battle on the track right now for third position. Humphrey has reeled in Stringfellow. Stringfellow said he had some brake problems. Issues with his computer and his rig before the race started. So a little bit of a foreign feeling. Not usually the feeling he gets from the brake pedal, and it has cost him on time quite a bit. Because we would expect him to be up front, first or second in a road course race, but instead in third, battling with Tyler Humphrey, trying to hold on to that position. Giglio has pulled out about another half of a second on Osmer. You see Osmer sliding sideways. 14 laps to go. Osmer may have burned those tires up. We'll see if Giglio is able to keep going and gapping Osmer in second. No cautions from here to the end. Osmer sliding it all over, way sideways through that corner. He is drifting all over the track, and this is allowing Giglio to gain a lot of time. You see him still sideways. You see the gap now between Giglio and Osmer. There's Giglio coming out of the bus stop. There's Osmer now. He's lost another half a second. The battle for third is on. Humphrey right behind Stringfellow. Bill Stringfellow needs this point, trying to hold on to stay ahead of the 94 of Humphrey as long as he can. Stringfellow kicks it sideways down into turn one. Humphrey right behind him. We're watching the battle for third position. 13 laps remain here at the Roval. Stringfellow trying to hold on. Humphrey putting the pressure on the 83. McMillan does get around Rattel. These guys battling for position. McMillan hanging on the 5th spot now, racing there with 5. Stringfellow and Tyler Humphrey having a heated battle for 3rd spot. Giglio has pulled out to a 6.5 second lead over Osmer. Actually, 8 seconds now, I believe, the gap. Stringfellow doing his best. 7/10 the difference between him and Humphrey. Humphrey doing all he can. He's right there. Just can't quite get to Stringfellow. Tyler with a great run through that corner, back out on the NASCAR 1. We're down to 10 to go. We'll take a look at the leader. There's Blake Giglio. He is your leader. Ronnie Osmer in 2nd spot. He's up against the outside wall. Some damage now to the right side of that car. There you see it. The difference is 10 seconds between our leader, Blake Giglio, and 2nd, Ronnie Osmer. These two still fighting tight for 3rd, Stringfellow and Humphrey. Humphrey so close on the rear bumper of Stringfellow. The 83 probably hoping that Humphrey makes a mistake. But when you're that close, if he makes a mistake, there's a chance he gets into the rear of you. These guys separated by just over a car length. That time Stringfellow gets a good run out of the bus stop, down through turns 3 and 4. And Humphrey having great runs through the bus stops and chicanes. He is out braking Stringfellow at just about every braking point. Stringfellow much better on a lot of these exits, and that's how he's able to stay up there. These guys so close together. They're now below the lap car of the 9 of Kyle Adcock. They're going to get by him without incident. These guys so close lap after lap. Humphrey getting to that final chicane. So much better. Than Stringfellow right now. Blake Giglio in the lead, 14 seconds ahead of Ronnie Osmer. There's Ronnie into the bus stop. Humphrey all over Stringfellow. Humphrey doing the best he can, but man, lap after lap, that gets a little frustrating. He gets such a run out of that final corner. He's right back to the back bumper of the 83. Can he do something this lap? 7 to go for Humphrey and Stringfellow. This is the battle for fourth, the battle for third and fourth. This is the battle for fifth and sixth between John McMillan Jr. and Andrew Rattel. Not far behind these guys, Blake Giglio. Trying to put them a lap down. Stringfellow has gained a little bit of a gap, almost a second on Humphrey. We take a look at the lap times. Humphrey's been a little bit quicker. Was quicker, but the last couple of times, Stringfellow's been a little bit quicker, but that final chicane is so good for Humphrey. He gets that gap. Whatever Stringfellow gains the whole lap, Humphrey gets it back on that final chicane. Oh, they're so close. That time Humphrey hit that turtle a little too hard, maybe. Humphrey quicker than Stringfellow that lap. 5 to go. Humphrey may have tagged the wall there. Yeah, a little bit of rear damage there, right there over the rear tire. And Giglio has gained such a lead, 23 seconds over Osmer. Here's Blake Giglio down through turn 1. Ronnie Osmer not to the final chicane yet, so a big gap. The 51 may have gone off track. Let's take a look. He does. He sends it a little too hard. He hits that turtle, gets the car upset off into the grass for the 51 of McMillan Jr. And Rattel is able to get by. We'll see if McMillan can get back by Rattel. Andrew Rattel off into the grass. So that was pretty easy. Gets sideways out of the bus stop, goes down through the grass. That allows McMillan right back by. That'll put Rattel a lap down. So McMillan will close up to 5th spot. Stringfellow trying to hold on to 3rd. That's the difference between 3rd and 4th. Humphrey pushing hard. Has almost caught Stringfellow again. A lot of damage to the right side of that car now as he has pushed so hard to try and beat Stringfellow. Blake Giglio, 2 to go. Reeling in 2nd in points, McMillan Jr. McMillan Jr. is about to be a lap down. If Giglio chooses to pass him. Stringfellow will have to survive 2 more laps. That time got a good run on Humphrey. Humphrey a little sideways, loses a little more time. He's running out of time as we're down to 2 to go. Blake Giglio coming down to the white flag. White flag for Blake Giglio. Came into this race only 1 point ahead of John McMillan Jr. who he just lapped with 1 lap remaining. Ronnie Osmer's in second, 29 seconds behind Blake Giglio. And when we thought about great road racers in the Southern Excitement Racing League, we list names like Ronnie Osmer and Bill Stringfellow. Jamie Dunning, a decent road course racer, but Blake Giglio has not had the success this season at the road courses. A couple of them he's chose not to run. He took this week to prepare. And this is what a true champion looks like. They have a weakness. They take all week and they work. And this is hard work paying off. 31 seconds. The advantage over Osmer, who's won the last 2 or 3 road course races in this league. They're coming to the checkered flag. Blake Giglio is going to win at the Roval. And he will lap the guy who is second in points, John McMillan Jr. Ronnie Osmer will come around. Tyler Humphrey has gotten around Bill Stringfellow. We'll see if Bill tries to get back by. He'll send it in. Could have given him a bump right there. Osmer's going to finish second. Stringfellow, is he going to make a move? Humphrey locks it up. It's not going to be enough. Humphrey's going to come home third. Stringfellow in fourth. McMillan Jr. ended up fifth, 1 lap down. But right there is your race winner and your point leader, your championship favorite, Blake Giglio. Qualified on the pole, finished second in the stage. Four races remaining. We'll see if Blake can hold on to this championship. He's going to gain several points on McMillan in this race. Should be about 15 points he's gained on McMillan today. Blake Giglio burning it down. So Blake Giglio is your winner. Let's see if we can get a word with your top finishers. Third place finisher Tyler Humphrey. Not seeing him in the waiting room. We can get second place finisher in there too. All right, now the third place finisher, Tyler Humphrey. Hey, Tyler, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Dude, you had a fantastic battle with Bill Stringfellow there in the closing laps. It was by far the most entertaining thing on the track. What did your race look like today? Not typically thought of as a road course racer, but you come out here and get a top 3.
It was slick out there for sure. My tires were overheated throughout the run, but I was able to keep right up to Bill. So,
what was your keys to getting that top 3? Was you able to save tires anywhere, or was it just throttle control?
I try not to send it into turn 1 too quick. I hit the wall a couple times in practice, so.
Well, a great finish tonight, Tyler. You got anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my mom and dad and everybody that watches. So, thank you.
All right, Tyler, maybe we'll be hearing from you again before the season's over. And that was Tyler Humphrey, third place finisher. Let's see if we can get a word from Ronnie Osmer, our runner-up. Hey, Ronnie, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
Your name come up several times when we're talking about road course ringers. You've won a couple of road courses this year. You come home second today. What was the difference here today that you got you in second instead of the win?
Pretty much Blake was on his game today, and other road courses you can make a mistake and not pay that much for it. This track is all about perfection, and I made too many mistakes.
A lot of guys talking about the tire wear, just how slick that this track is. Do you think that maybe the tire wear made a difference there at the end?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just I got mad at myself for overshooting the chicane, the backstretch chicane, trying to keep up with Blake over the long run. Because I thought I saved tires so well in the beginning of the race. I thought I could push a little harder, and turned out I shouldn't have done that. And pretty much, I put myself in the back foot, tried to set some qualifying laps to catch them while try saving his tires, and yeah, those two don't mix.
You and Blake pretty close on the points for today, but you're going to gain points on second and third. Do you think you got a shot at getting a top 3 here in the championship?
I absolutely think so. I can get top 3 at least in the championship. I just need that. I just need one mistake from Blake, and I can probably be there in the championship hunt.
All right. Well, good luck to you, Ronnie. You got anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
Thank PH Ware, the guys running this league, you for broadcasting, and a shout out for breast cancer awareness.
Absolutely. Well, you have a great week, Ronnie. Well, I'm sure we'll be talking to you again. You've had a long streak of interviews here in the playoffs.
Yeah, 5 in a row.
Sounds good. Maybe we can make it 9 in a row.
Hopefully.
There was Ronnie Osmer, second place finisher. Now to your winner and championship favorite, Blake Giglio. Hey, Blake, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Dakota.
Man, what a race from you. I talked about it in the during the race about how you're not really a good fan of road courses. You're not thought of as a great road course racer. And throughout the season, you haven't had good results on road courses. But I said it, that's what a true champion is when you have a weakness and you spend all week practicing, and you just absolutely dominated today. What are your thoughts on this race?
Yeah, man, not a big fan, like you said, of these right turns. I don't know, just haven't really fit my style, you know what I mean? I'm more of a tire-saving person, and trying to figure out what people do. But shout out to Ronnie. We had a really good race there until iRacing kind of messed him up with that penalty. Gave him a pretty long penalty for missing that corner. But overall, it was a lot of fun. But glad that we could keep a nice 0X all night and figure out to keep a clean car.
Yeah, phenomenal race for you tonight. 17 seconds, the difference there at the end. You talked about saving tires. Obviously you were able to save tires in the rest of the field? Is there a secret to that? Because this track is so slick.
I really think the secret was staying second gear in the backstretch chicane. I think that really saved them rears and just being easy on the throttle, especially when you have that 5-second lead I had. I knew that if I could just take it easy and not spin them, I thought we'd be all right. And we definitely were there at the end of the run.
Of these tracks coming up, I think it's Texas, Kansas, Martinsville, and Phoenix. Do you think you're going to have a good shot at holding on to the lead that you've gained today? Because you gained several points on McMillan today.
Yeah, we won at Phoenix and Martinsville, so I think we can definitely say that we're pretty good there. But I feel like I'm pretty good at the mile and a halves, but, you just never know. Something could always go wrong, so definitely got to keep trying to build them points up and try to keep our distance.
All right, well, a great race and a win again here at the Roval. You got anybody you'd like to thank tonight, Blake?
Yeah, you for broadcasting. You do a great job with that. SERL, all together. It's good legs, a lot of fun. Rocket Ring setups, giving you all open setups. 0X for making this beautiful paint that we got on here, one of my favorites. Security Pro, JC, just everyone that makes these races possible.
Well, fantastic job, Blake. I'm sure we'll be talking to you in Victory Lane again before the season's over. First race in a while that you've won, so maybe you'll get that momentum back.
Hoping so, man. That was a long dread.
All right, great job, Blake.
Yep, thank you.
And that was race winner, championship leader Blake Giglio. And we'll be back with you next Sunday night for Texas. Let's take a look at the schedule and make sure we are at Texas next week. Yes, Texas next week, 150 laps at Texas Motor Speedway. We'll be back here next Sunday night, 9:30 once again, or 8:30, 8:30 for this Cup Series on Sunday night. So make sure you check us out. We'll be back Wednesday for the Daytona NASCAR Series. Appreciate everybody for stopping by and coming out. We will catch you all next time.